Hey everyone, in today's video I want to review Charlie's wooden watercolor palette. This is the one that I received as a gift at the Urban Sketchers Symposium in Amsterdam a few months ago. Now this wooden palette, it comes in many different configurations. The one that I have here, it has 12 slots for 12 colors and 3 mixing wells here. This is Charlie's online shop, and here you can find all the different configurations for the palettes. We have 8 slots and 1 mixing well, 24 slots, 1 slot and 1 mixing well, 6 slots and 2 wells, 4 slots and 1 well. So there are a lot of different configurations. This product, this is made of walnut wood. I really like the look and feel of the wood. It's very nice. There's a small piece of magnet here and here. This is to help keep the box closed. The magnets are quite strong, so it snaps on quite tightly. And the color of the wood here, it's darker compared to the bottom, and that's the thing about wood. Each piece of wood is going to be different because of the color, because of the grain. So even though someone else might have the same palette as you, but it's not going to be exactly the same because of the color and the wood grain. Build quality is very solid. It's held together with metal and screws here. Edges are rounded off and beveled. It's very smooth throughout. It's really nice to hold, and it's very compact. Compared to a typical 12 half-pan watercolor box, this wooden palette, I would say it's about half the size, slightly thinner, so it's very compact. But of course the downside is it doesn't hold as much paint, and the mixing area is not as big compared to the metal box. The capacity here for each of these smaller wells, I would say it's maybe half or 1/3 of the plastic half pans. These wells are small, so it's best to use a small brush with this palette. As much as possible, I try not to fill the paint to the brim because this surface is flat and this is flat as well. When you close the box, if you have the paint at the brim, you can see how the paint will actually stick to the opposite side. So I have too much paint here and here. This is a very compact and portable setup. It's more convenient to use this together with a water brush, but personally for me, I prefer to use a normal brush. This is a size 6 brush, which I think is probably the biggest brush I would use with a palette with wells of this size. A size 4 brush would maybe be more appropriate. Anyway, when I bring brushes like this outdoors, I would definitely bring some sort of water container, and this is the plastic container that I bring so that I can fill it with water to wash my brush. Alright, let's try and paint with this and see how practical it is. So this mixing surface, it's quite nice. It seems like the water, the mixture, they can pull together quite nicely. So using this size 6 brush is actually still quite comfortable for a palette of this size, for a palette with wells this small. The wood is very nice, but this is watercolor on wood, so when you get stains on the wood, it's not going to come off because the wood is going to absorb the watercolor. If you want to keep the palette clean, you have to be very careful, but ultimately I think it's quite unavoidable to have watercolor stains on the palette. The mixing wells are small, so don't expect to mix a large amount of mixture. And because you can't mix a large amount of mixture, this palette is not suitable for painting on large sheets of paper. This palette I think is most suitable for use with A5 size sketchbooks. I guess you can use it with A4 as well. I've just cleaned the mixing well and it stains. I'm not sure what material is used to make this. And this wobbles slightly, so this is not pasted completely to the back. I can probably peel this out and glue it myself. Overall, this is a really nice looking palette that is also quite functional. The only downside is the mixing wells, they are quite small, but this palette is designed to be compact and portable, so it's not surprising that the mixing wells are small and the paint wells also quite small. Now this is good for those people who like to paint details, who like to paint small, who likes to use small brushes. Now one thing to note is because the paint wells are small, they cannot hold a lot of paint. So if you want to bring something like this overseas for a sketching trip, then you will need to bring excess paint tubes because you are probably going to run out of paint pretty quickly with a few days of sketching. This is wood, so it's not going to rust, but it's definitely going to stain. I'm not sure what metal is used for the hinge and the magnets. I hope they don't rust. So yeah, so this is Charlie's wooden watercolor palette. You can find this online on his Etsy shop. I'll put the links in the video description below. And if you happen to be using his palettes, let me know in the comment section below what you think about them. Alright, thanks for watching today's video. See you in the next one. Bye!